Okay, wait. I have to see if both the audio is actually working and the people can actually see my screen. Which I oh lord. I fixed that. Oh, you fixed that. Okay, let me turn that off. That should not be on. Okay. So I mean basically it's the first day back. I started streaming yesterday. Not yesterday. What am I talking about? My birthday was yesterday. I had 2 exams I had to do, but those are over now. So, the first exam was a Calculus 2 exam. I thought I did better than I did. I got a 78. That's partly my fault because I didn't study properly enough, which is something I have to work on. I need to write down better notes and organize my book more. Besides that, getting a 78, most of the class average is around a 48. So that makes me feel better, but also makes me somewhat sad. Is that's not something to be striving for, you know? And I'm just still waiting on my Physics 2 exam to come back, so I'll probably talk about that a little bit in this. A lot of people I do know, they are talking about, whatchamacallit? They are talking about, like, YouTube's AI thing with their channel ID. I will talk about this. Personally, I don't really know how this is going to affect me. I do know that in, I do know that in Australia, there is a law pertaining to keeping people who are under the age of 16 off the internet. I do know that. So, YouTube did try to fight that legally in the court system over there, but they weren't able to do it sufficiently. So, unfortunately, they have to do something like this where they have to implement. What you guys are thinking of AI is there's more types of it because there's not necessarily just generative. Because I know what generative AI is, and there's different types of it. So the type of AI they will be using for this isn't generative. It will be more like, how to say it? Not even a large language model, but something like a deep learning machine where information will be put into it. Information will be put into it so it can analyze your patterns, which AI right now is pretty effective at doing. Like one reason generative AI is very good at doing recreating music or recreating someone else's work, artwork, image, or anything in general, because it's good at recognizing patterns. So that's why it's better at doing that than if it needs to do a math problem. Because if it has to do actual complex logic, it's not able to do it. But in terms of like, pattern recognition, it's very good at that. So what you will probably see, right, if it's going based off, right, watch history and search history. Well, not just watch and search history. It's watch history, search history, the videos you upload. I don't believe the account age was taken into account. But I think for YouTube channels, channel history is on there. But I actually have to verify everything because I don't want to spread any misinformation. So it's going to look at your watch history, your search history, no doubt. So that it will use that to determine how old you are. So I suspect, okay, people within this age range, let's say maybe 13 to 16. Although that's an arbitrary age range, they could put it at pretty much anything. They should be watching X or Y, right? So if a person watches a lot of this, and we don't see too many other things in it, or at least the AI doesn't see it, then it might flag a channel that way. Or not even really a channel. What I'd more say is not really it's going to flag the channel per se, but it's going to flag you, the user, so you can't really watch things. So if you were, how would I say it? If you want to watch like maybe a political video or something about about violence or anything that's considered adult content, you wouldn't be able to watch it because it was suspect, oh, you're under 18 and you can't go against it without either a government ID or you have to use, maybe if they had it in the settings here, I can actually show you. They have my channel up here. Channel feature availability. This down here. So you have to either here it would be if you want to get your like channel, not necessarily your channel, but if you want to be like verified as you're 18. I know Discord something similar to this where it's either you have to submit your ID, which would be a government ID or a school ID, something similar to that, or you would have to submit video verification. So this is most dangerous, mostly because a private company having access to your private data is not necessarily what you want. Because the difference is that the government is the actual organization that creates your government ID. Like they have, like at least if you live in the United States, they have your social. Hold on. Hold on, my mom called me. That was my fault. Should I delete the video verification I have? I don't really know if you can delete it though. Like the thing is, like if you upload a video verification, like that video, you don't necessarily know where it's going. So like Discord or YouTube or any other online company, like that's just data that they'll have that they can use however they want. Because technically when you sign up for any online service, you consent to having your data taken. So nothing that you really post is essentially, it is yours, don't get me wrong, like it is yours, but you can't really get rid of it. So like if you posted an artwork or something, YouTube themselves can't really use that against you, but they could sell it to an AI company. So it's legal to do that. So there's nothing you could do about that, unfortunately. You could delete it, but they probably still have it anyway. Also, hey, Jiro, and welcome, Flux. I know you guys came in chat. I was just talking, so it's okay. Similar to the ID thing, once you submit it, I don't really believe they're automatically going to delete your ID. That information is just too valuable to give up. That's more just going to be, they're going to have it. Delete from your Google account. You could probably delete it, but still, they probably still have it in their server somewhere. Because nothing that you put on the internet actually goes away forever. To be fair. Unless you're actually the person controlling the server, most everything that you post online doesn't really go anywhere. Like it stays on there. You just can't access it anymore. But with the ID thing, that's gonna be a problem, because then if you have an artificial intelligence looking at it, it's not really I have a problem with the AI itself, but it's more like the AI is going to use that information. Like the people who are running it, not necessarily the robot itself, but the algorithm, but the people above that. They're more going to be using that to just identify who you are. Similar to how Kroger's trying to have a system in their supermarkets where a system in their supermarkets where they know if you're in the parking lot and they judge like what you're going to buy based on that. So if they have an AI system that has your ID, they could associate it to your income, where you live, and then the future, which seems to be coming, is that they're going to be able to charge you based on how you look, what job profession you have, political affiliation, all of that. That's the main danger of it. They plan to have your ID for 2 years if you verify it through that way. They're not just going to hold on to it for 2 years. They're going to hold on to that thing for longer. They're definitely not holding it for just 2 years. And even in that 2 years, right, you could have a data breach, and if they sell your data, like they may not have it after 2 years, but someone else might. Then you don't know who's going to get to it. Like this is a private company. They have an incentive to sell data because that's how they make money. If I have a channel history and delete the video verification once I have my advanced features, I don't know. We haven't seen the system roll out yet. Like tomorrow we'll see, okay, does channel history really matter that much for a channel? And do you really need to have, will it be, okay, you have channel history so this doesn't matter? Or is it going to be, yeah, you have channel history, but based on everything else, we're judging that you're under 18, so now you need to send us one of these two. That's the main question, and I'm not really sure about that, what's going to happen. Because it's still early. Like, it's only the day before. Like, we're not really going to know everything about the YouTube verification using either AI, to judge your ID or video verification and everything else. We're not really going to know the full effects until probably, I wouldn't even say a month from now. We're going to start seeing the effects sometime this week, but we're not really going to fully know everything that's going to be used here to determine your age until probably not even until the end of the year. I'm going to be honest. How complex it's going to be. Considering other websites are also doing the same thing, because it is like a government thing. Well, not a government thing, but it is partly a government thing. So they have to do it, because if they don't, then they'll probably be shut down or not allowed to operate in the countries that want an ID or some sort of way to verify your age online. But the actual system, like the companies are going to use, we don't know anything about that, because we don't work there. It's not even that we don't work there. We're not the people who are actually doing the communication about, okay, how is the system going to work? We don't know. We're just going to be bystanding. Personally, I don't think channels are going to get deleted because of this. I think it's more likely that you won't be able to, like, depending on how they judge, like, your age, you probably won't be able to comment on certain stuff, or you probably won't be able to watch. Probably won't be able to comment or watch certain videos, and you'll probably be served content that they think is good for you, if that makes sense. Like, content that they think is not for you, they're going to hide, and it'll be very difficult for you to find. So, I guess, like, the current content you guys watch probably won't be affected that much. But if it was, like, outside stuff, like maybe, like us talking about AI right now, and the verification of that, how they're going to use that on the algorithm, that will probably be suppressed and you won't be able to see it. That type of thing. Did anyone send any new messages? I don't think anyone sent anything. You missed the grand finale? What grand finale? Honestly, though, looking at it, I mean, it kind of does make sense right now why they would be doing it. From everything from, I'm not saying it's right, but it makes sense why they're doing it. Like, from a political standpoint, like, losing some bit of control, wars are not going well in that sense. Plus, you also have, like, here's one issue of, like, having AI in a good way, like, for people, which will probably be a reason why people won't be, like, regular people won't be able to have it available to them if they don't have a lot of money, or whatchamacallit. One reason I think, like, AI in general won't be available to the general public, or it will be heavily regulated for you to use, not for anyone else who's, like, more powerful than you to use, or where it's going to be banned where you can't run it locally, is probably, like, how much power and balance that gives to people. Because if you have it, I mean, you could basically clone anyone's voice, generate anything, if you're like a company, that's perfect. Like, that helps you a lot. Like Meta AI with AI friends that talk to you and try to get to know you and basically not really sell your data, but they watch what you do. Like something where, like, girls who made selfies, like, they deleted them. The company knows they deleted them, or the algorithms do. So then they promoted makeup to them. So that's probably where we're going to be going with this. Where all that information is just constantly there. But if AI is going to be more used by, corporations and government entities. But if you wanted to personally use it, it's going to be probably heavily restricted, and you won't be able to use it at all. Really. Or if you have it, like, on your PC locally, it's probably going to be something in the near future where, yeah, I mean, you could have it, but you can't have it if it does this, that, and that, the third. And if you do, then you'll probably get arrested or something like that. I mean, thinking, like, from how this will probably affect channels, I think having that video verification thing there, if it's going to restrict if you could comment to people, that's going to hurt a lot of channels where a lot of people who are younger than 18 watch. Like, I'm over 18, but that doesn't really matter too much. For people who are, like, under 18 right now, or watch a lot of things that are related to that, they might, what about the arresting? Oh, I'll go back to that. So what I mean is, I think the future right now is that AI in general is going to be more of something that large corporations and government entities are going to be able to use in the future. It's not going to be something that you can just walk on to a website and use, right? It's not going to be something where you're just going to be able to use it as a normal civilian. No, that's going to be something that's probably going to be restricted for you. So, like, with this AI verification thing, AI will probably be used to tell you what to buy and to press you to do stuff. But you won't be able to use AI because then that gives you too much power to do harm, because that will give you, like, pretty much the ability to say anything and flood it like anything. I'm cutting out. Let me watch the video and see if I have audio problems. On my phone, actually. Hold on. I'll mute myself on my mic and then see if I have audio problems. I still don't know if I'm cutting out completely. If I am, I'll stand closer to the computer. What I was just basically saying is that AI in general, I think, is going to be where large corporations and government entities will have it. So they'll have that power to basically monitor everything, which they already pretty much do with algorithms that aren't really AI based. They'll also probably have the ability to, like, if you have personal information, with the personal information that you'll be probably forced to give them, like, they'll know where you live and how much you make, so they'll know what to charge on items. They'll know what to push to you because they know you're going to like it or something like that. So you won't have that many choices. You'll pretty much be predictable all the time. Which, I mean, that can be used for harm, can also be used for good, but it'll most likely be used to either harm you or just benefit them. But if you were trying to use AI personally, like if you wanted to generate something or you wanted to, like, use a voiceover of it, be very limited for you because there would be so many rules against you for having it. And if you had it locally where it didn't have any rules, I think in the future that might be a arrestable offense because it might be seen as, okay, you have a powerful tool that can destroy society. We cannot allow you to have it. Only we can have it, sort of thing. So all those people who, like, have those, a lot of people who have, like, AI run locally on their PC that doesn't require internet connection, no data is sent back, that thing in the future might be arrestable. I honestly have that feeling. Your life, maybe she isn't. No, they said, like, the stream was cutting out on audio, so I had to check briefly if it was. I'm not sure if I am cutting out on audio. If there's an audio issue, please do tell me. This only happens in the US? What, the AI thing? No. This is gonna be a global thing. Like, with the competition, between, like, the US and China over AI, although more specifically large companies and government too, but the large companies are making it right now. The government one is mainly, at least from what I remember, it's mainly being used, at least right now, the training process is happening, like, on the battlefield in Ukraine. Like, that's where we're training, the Pentagon training theirs. But the UK's law and Australia's law is just, like, I think the first step in where we're going. Like, honestly, I think at this point, it kind of makes sense that it happened because you have a lot of political issues. You have wars that are not being won. So, information needs to be controlled in a way to keep things. Information needs to be controlled to make sure that you have a narrative, but also to make sure that you're not giving your enemy any points. So, that's part of it. But also, having an AI system just watch everyone is very profitable because then you can sell them. You can sell to them based on their needs. You can basically charge them at the price that they can actually physically pay. Like, that's something that grocery stores are doing with, like, surge pricing. And then they're gonna have an AI there that knows, okay, we know your location, we know what you like to do, we know your political party, we know your race, we know your gender. We can use all that to charge you a specific price. That's basically where we're going. Effectively. That's not just like a United States problem, that's gonna be a global problem. Although, I would say, I guess, the West the West in general will probably see it first. That's my thought on it. I don't know how you guys really feel about the situation with like YouTube and everything. I know like they're gonna have 1090 starting like probably tomorrow with AI verification. It's just I don't know enough about what they're actually gonna do because it hasn't happened yet to know like okay, here's what to actually expect. Cause I don't know. How to find... No, that's not what I'm looking for. Because already you have to have a phone number to use, like, advanced features, if I remember correctly. If I go here and go to feature eligibility, for standard features, you don't have to do anything. But to get intermediate features, you have to have standard features and you need the phone number. And for advanced features where you can actually do all of these things, like embedded live streams and all of this, you needed intermediate features, so you need to have a phone number, but you're also probably either going to need channel history of 2 months, or you're going to need to verify that you're actually the age that you said that you were. By either them using AI, or them having an alternate company verify that, yeah, you're 18 or something like that. Yeah, Ruby, I gotta ask you something, if you're okay. I don't know, people are busy. I don't expect people to talk all the time. Yeah, so there's also like this advanced setting down here. In your channel settings. Allow third-party companies to train AI models using my channel content. This is basically what I mean, with basically any online entity. You don't really own anything. You don't own anything. Like, that's just kind of factual. Like, if you upload any video or any art or any message, you are giving another company the right... yeah, you are giving another company the right access to your data. So, although YouTube may not be training off of your... whatchamacallit? Although YouTube themselves may not be training off of your data legally or by whatever apparatus they have, they'll sell your data to an AI company who will train off your stuff. And there's nothing you can do about it because that's something that you agree to in the terms of service. Like, that's already been happening. Like, how do you guys think, like, text, well, not just text, how you guys think, like, entire books, AI generated images are so easy, and video, music too? Like, how do you guys think all of that is so easy? It's all easy for, like, most robots to generate right now. Like, the reason for that is that a lot of the internet's been scraped for it. So, like, every channel, like, you could think of. I don't even think, like, checking that option. I mean, yes, like, I give consent, technically, but... But I don't really believe, like, this thing here. Oh, wait, my internet might actually be weak. That might be what's happening. That might be my internet. But, like, checking this box here, I don't really think, like, it's actually going to do anything. Because YouTube and Google have effectively already sent all your data over to a major company. Like, if you've seen Google's VO3, essentially, like, it could do pretty much anything. It could generate pretty much anything, which is dangerous, obviously, but they wouldn't be able to do that if they didn't have so much data on their hands. Same thing with, like, Facebook and Meta AI. They wouldn't be able to generate... Actually, this is something I didn't mention for Meta. I think I already somewhat mentioned it, but they do actually look at your photos. Well, not the company, because they don't have enough people for that, but AI that they have on their site does look at their... the AI on their site does actually look at your photos that you do send and uses it to train AI to then generate images of you to sell you products. That's actually something they are doing right now. So, honestly, I don't know. What do you guys think? If you guys can hear me anyway. I don't know if you guys can actually hear me that well. Please let me know. I should probably check on my side if you guys can actually hear me. So, give me a second. Oh, the internet on my side is like a little lower than normal. So I don't know why that is. I'll actually do it. I'll do an internet speed test, so give me a second. Internet speed test. Okay. Start. No, I still have good internet, but I don't really know why it's not working. I think this update sucks and so does white mode. I mean, I just use white mode normally. This is the normal mode I have on. I don't really change it. Am I really worth it being there? I don't know. Like, well, yes, of course you have value. YouTube doesn't. I mean, YouTube's like way of thinking about it. I mean, honestly, they're kind of forced into a corner. There's not much else they can really do about it, unfortunately. Like, if a government is telling you, yeah, you have to do this, like, you have to do it. Like, they have to do it. They don't really have a choice in that moment, especially with all that legislative power. But I mean, also, like, remember when they... I was actually finding this funny, like, when Matex posted about it, and they were so happy that YouTube was, like, demonetizing AI content. I was, like, thinking to myself, no, the reason they're probably demonetizing AI content is not to hurt people who are using AI. It's just so they don't have to pay them. Like, they're making more features that use AI. They use generative AI, specifically. Like, using either VO2, VO3, or... VO2, VO3, auto-dubbing. Although here's the thing for auto-dubbing. I think auto-dubbing is okay as long as people understand you. I do wish, though, because I do, like, eventually when I have enough people who actually speak different languages, yeah, I would like paying them if they did. What's the point of dislikes again? Dislikes got removed after the YouTube Rewind in 2018 and 2019 got disliked. I forgot the dislike ratio, but they had about 2 million dislikes. So they got rid of it then. But you can still see dislikes in your analytics. So I can actually show you. Like, you can see dislikes, but you can't. People can't see them. So I could look at this video. I could look at this video, go to engagement, and then I can see how many likes versus dislikes I have. I can see it here, but you can't see it. That's all that matters. Because they were embarrassed. People thought them getting rid of dislikes was bad. It was bad, though. Because, I mean, the reason you have dislikes on the video is to tell whether people agree with it or not. It doesn't necessarily mean that, that the video itself is bad. It just means that people disagreed with it. Like, for me, like, I knew if I was going into a political video based on, like, although now it's more like the like count versus the view count, but before it used to be, if the like count and dislike count were even, it was a very contested comment section. That's something I just kind of knew. So, I mean, removing dislikes just kind of obscures how many people hate something. But if you go in the comment section, it's still easy to see. I mean, personally, honestly, I don't really mind, but some people do mind, so I think they should add it back, but I'm not too attached to it. I mean, for YouTube's AI, I know Spotify is also using age verification to detect if you're actually 18. Roblox kind of has it, but it's to allow you to play 18 plus games. They don't restrict you from using the website. But for Roblox, you also have to submit an ID to play 18 plus games. I mean, I think pretty much in the future, depending on like what laws get passed, I think pretty much almost everywhere on the internet you're probably going to need to use an ID. Which, if you're judging by like the MasterCard situation, like taking down games, well, not really taking down games. They didn't take it down themselves, but they're going after like games that are horror or that they don't necessarily think are safe for their brand, right? So you can't buy them. So effectively, I mean, you're going into a world where you're probably going to have to need an ID for everywhere you go online. Which I mean that's not too dissimilar from real life. Really, you can't really talk about anything in real life anyway. Like on the internet, you are anonymous, which there's a benefit to that, but there's also major downsides. But not being anonymous on the internet also has major downsides. Feels like I'm not welcome every time I'm here, but I guess I'll stand it. What doesn't make you feel welcome? I mean, honestly, people don't usually come to my streams anyway, so I'm not really used to it. I'm not really used to anything happening. Like, some people do come by, but sometimes I just have streams where it's kind of dead. I don't have, like, 10 people watching stream every day. Like, sometimes I have no people, and sometimes I have, like... Sometimes I have no people, sometimes I have 10 people. It really depends on what type of day it is. My YouTube algorithm is not that good. But that's because I'm lazy, as always. What was I about to say? But yeah, I mean, that's kind of where YouTube is going. Considering like where they're going with like the other AI generated features, I'm getting back to that point with Matchx. I'm thinking like, yeah, the reason they demonetize AI content is so they don't have to pay all the people generating a lot of stuff with it. But here's the thing, like all that AI content, like AI shorts, that's actually helping YouTube make a lot of money. Like, they're making a lot more money with people watching all of it. But the catch is they're not paying the people generating it. So they just get all the money at the end of the day. So, I mean, like, I don't have an AI video generator. I have an image generator on this computer. But if I wanted to, like, I can make something about it for fun, right? And, like, maybe it blows up. YouTube gets every single dollar from that to keep investing in their own AI in this thing right here. To invest in like their company operations, their AI video verification, like this algorithm, everything. Whereas the person who generated it makes no money. I know Ford deleted Discord about 2 days ago. I saw them delete it. I was like, wait, why did they delete the server? But then I realized, wait, no. They deleted Discord, so their server and everything they were in is gone. Gerald feels bad. What happened? But yeah. I don't know if people actually saw the announcement where YouTube basically was promoting VO2 and VO3. I mean, they are basically under Google, which is under an even larger conglomerate, but still. Like, the fact that AI... Here's what I'll say about generative AI. The fact that generative AI is being so promoted by companies... But, like, if you use it, like, they're making sure that you can't get $1 off it. It's kind of scummy. Not even going to lie. Although I think the biggest problem with generative AI is more so that a lot of it's actually just kind of built on slavery, to be honest. Like, you have people in Africa who are slaving away for $2 an hour for very long days, working to make sure an AI can actually properly identify a cat or your face properly. Like, there's practically slave labor there. And then if you think about the environmental thing, where a lot of these data centers to power these extremely large AI models. And I'm not talking like you run AI on your computer. I'm talking about like you use ChatGPT or you use any of these online servers. Okay. I'll still be here. I'm not going to be doing anything. But yeah, if you were to like use ChatGPT or anything like that, where they have these gigantic data centers, or even worse, you use Grok, for example. I mean, a lot of them are based on like power. Well, a lot of them, what am I talking about? They need a lot of electricity, number one, but also they use a lot of water, and to power a lot of them, we're still using fossil fuels. So, like for example, in the area around Memphis where Elon Musk has Grok, that has Grok's supercomputer, well, the data center. Like, the area around it's pretty much polluted, which, I mean, the area they're polluting is full of black people, so people don't care about them anyway. But, I mean, that's, like, one cost of it, plus you have the slavery to actually build the thing. And then, the indirect harm of like, okay, we have generative AI. It could do stuff for good, but a lot of things that people are doing with it, of are like damaging to artists. Like similar to like what ChatGPT did with I forgot what the art style is. It's not chibi, but I forgot what it is. What's the name of the Japanese What's the name of the Japanese artist that they took the style from? I forgot his name. But basically, like they're training off of all that data, and they're not giving any financial compensation back to the people who are making it. But also, like they made enough people generate enough images where they're just gonna retrain off of that, and basically they could claim as their own because there's no they're training off AI. Because as far as right now, if you post anything that's like AI generated, there's no copyright law, at least in the United States, against it. Like you don't own it, basically. So if you post an AI generated song, you don't own it, which makes it even weirder when people are trying to sell their AI commissions on maybe DeviantArt or wherever else for $20, claiming they own it. When in reality, it doesn't. No one owns it. It's public use. You can use it whenever you want. Like there's no person who owns it. There's the person who owns the art style behind it, but the actual image, no one owns that. Which, I mean, that's not too hard to think about, but no one actually owns the image or the chat piece or whatever. So if you generate something, you don't own it, basically. That's in the United States, though. I know in China, mainland China, I know it's very different. They're actually working to make... What am I about to say? They are actually working to make AI images over there copyrightable. There's a very different feel. There's a very different sentiment of artificial intelligence in China compared to the West in general. Like, over there, they're very positive about it. Like, they have school children who drew their... They have school children who drew their own drawings, and then they had an AI animate it for them and showed it off to the class, and the children were happy about it. They have it pretty much everywhere, where it's around subways. It's basically everywhere in public. Like, if you don't understand like the gravity of it, it's not like here where like ChatGPT, like people are using it as a mental therapist. Like, no. Like, AI content is everywhere there. Like, it's swamped the entire country. Like, it's not that everyone's using it, but it's basically everywhere. It's inescapable. If you go into a store, there'll probably be AI somewhere. Something AI generated or created in there somewhere. And I mean, they're really happy about it. And plus, they also, they are a major creator of it. Like, a lot of the major AI companies that are not, Western are in China. And they're doing brilliant advances with it, with less powerful chips. And by chips, I mean computer chips that go in your computer. Like, they don't have more powerful ones than the ones that NVIDIA or Western companies use, that the United States is trying to sanction away from China. But they're using more of them, and they're getting just as good results with a lot cheaper pricing. Even video generation, they're doing very well in that. But that's also part of the argument for that large-scale AI companies in the United States are making, that we can't slow down on AI even if it's destructive because we have to compete with China. Even though they're also trying to put in regulations so where if you wanted to make an AI company, you couldn't do it too. So it's mainly just about them getting money at the end of the day. Ooh. There's not so many people here. I'm kind of used to this, but I don't know if anything I said actually landed with people, but I hope it does. But effectively, that's the major argument that major AI companies in the United States have, where we need to keep expanding this. We need to compete with China. We need to have AI can cure out this, that, the third. Which I'm not denying it can't do that. I believe it can do that, but with the way we're going, yes, they'll probably be able to do that, but that's not the main reason why they were trying to advance it so much. Like, that's definitely not the main reason. Like, I would more think that, at least right now, in terms of money, it's probably it would be more effective if they're using it. It's more effective if they're using it to try and maximize profit off of people, and to keep people. I wouldn't say divide. Divide is the wrong word, but keeping people within, like, a corporate bubble makes sense. So, like, we get rid of the competition, so you have to buy from us. You don't have a choice. We have good products. Well, the products won't be bad, but we have products. You don't need other companies, so we're going to make sure you can't get access to them because we want more money. And then you won't really have a choice because you can't boycott or anything. Luckily, I mean, as of right now, if you don't want to use YouTube after tomorrow, I mean, there are other alternatives building, right? So, I mean, I forgot about it, actually. I think on Twitter I could probably find it, but there are other alternatives building where they're trying to make it where you can upload videos similar to this. Although they probably won't have as much infrastructure as YouTube, because YouTube's been around for a lot longer. But if you wanted to make alternatives, there's probably alternatives out there that you can look at if you don't want to use YouTube tomorrow. I forgot, though, what the actual names were. I could probably look for them. I'll get back to this in a moment. I can search up for YouTube alternatives, though, for people who may be interested. Oh, God. I don't even know if I want to look at this thread. BitView. Maybe. But if you really don't want to post stuff on YouTube, I would recommend just searching online, find alternatives, whether it be BitView or anything else. And then after that point, you know, if YouTube doesn't, like, fix what you want fixed, you can leave it if you want. Although that's going to be hard to do because of how much influence they have, but if you don't want to use YouTube, you don't have to. Until, like, they probably try to force you, but I don't know how they're going to do that. Bringing age-appropriate experiences to teens. We're extending teen protection to US users we now estimate to be under 18, including enabling digital well-being tools by default, showing only non-personalized ads, setting uploads to private. I do have to find out where this is. So hold on, I will hide my screen. Let me try and find it for you guys. Let's try and find this thing so we can read it. I'm hot right now. The ace, well, not really the ace, the power was off, like, went off about an hour or something ago. Well, about 2 hours now. Oh no, it came back on 2 hours ago, but it was off, turned off 3 hours ago. So, I'm trying to cool myself down. I am sweating a lot in here. I will turn on the air conditioning in about 3 hours. Not right now, just to help my mom save on energy costs. I have to find this August 13th change. If anyone has the link to the August 13th changes to August 13th changes, please let me know. Because I need to find their official statement about it. One thing I wish that online websites would have is especially have a cite tool. They don't cite information properly. Like, I'm looking for the information. There we go. I found it. There we go. I found it. Okay, I got it now. Alright. You guys can see my screen, right? Let me know if you can. If you can't, I could try to find a way to fix it. But it should be visible to you. So, just say yes or no in chat if you can see my screen. Whew. But this seems to be it. Yeah. It's a pretty long statement. Yeah. So we're going to read all of this. Okay. Extending protections to more United States-based teenagers. Hi everyone. Starting August 13, 2025, we'll begin rolling out an age estimation model to determine if a United States-based user is under the age of 18. This will happen regardless of the birthday you entered when creating your account. We'll then use that to extend age-appropriate product experiences and protections to more teens, like enabling digital well-being tools and only showing non-personalized ads. These protections for teens are not new. We now have enhanced technology to more accurately determine whether or not a user is under 18 and are now able to extend these protections to more teenagers. We've used this approach in other markets for some time, where it's working well, and we are now gradually rolling it out to the United States. How does it work? The age estimation model uses a variety of signals such as YouTube activity and longevity of the account. If we determine you're under 18, you'll be notified. As always, you'll have the option to verify your age through government ID, selfie, or credit card if you believe our age estimation model is incorrect. What does this mean for viewers? If we determine that a user is under 18, standard protections for teen accounts on YouTube will automatically be enabled. These protections are applied for users who tell us they are under 18 when making their account. These protections already apply for users who would tell us they are under 18 when making their account, such as non-personalized ads, digital well-being tools, bedtime reminders, reminders about privacy when uploading video, commenting publicly, minimizing recommendations of videos with content that could be problematic if viewed in repetition. As a reminder, you must be 18 or older to watch age-restricted videos determined by the United States, or determined by us, or verified by you. That's what we have so far. I don't know, Ruby, but Jero added me to a group chat not too long ago, and now all of a sudden he wants to leave the group chat, keep me there as a replacement. Okay. What does this mean for creators? Based on age estimation model, we'll apply additional. Oh, this is new. We'll apply some additional protections, including setting uploads as private by default for anyone, restricting the ability to earn gifts on vertical live streams. Some creators may experience a shift in their audience categorized as teens under 18. This may result in a decrease in ad revenue since we only serve non-personalized ads to these viewers. We estimate that this will have a limited impact for most creators. We're committed to supporting creators as always, and we're investing in new solutions to help give creators more ways to grow their community and make money on YouTube. Note, audience reports and the YouTube analytics are currently based on age provided by the user. We are working to update this soon. Subscribe to us for them to stay updated. This work is fundamental to how YouTube safeguards our users, and will continue to invest to protect the ability to explore safely online. Okay, I will send this thread to you guys, and then we will keep reading, as always. So, if you want to read along, you can go there, or if you want to read it for yourself, you can go there. But judging by this, although I don't know, for the people who have an account that's listed under the age of 18, or move it to under the age of 18, check what you can actually comment, and check what you can do. At least from what I remember, there weren't too many restrictions per se on the accounts, but I would get constant bedtime reminders, for example. Or, for example, like I wouldn't be able to type certain things. So if I said, like if I talked about Discord, or if I typed Discord, or I typed the social media link, or I typed something, well, not really something political, but maybe something that YouTube has auto flag, like maybe COVID, for example. If I talked about any of those things, like the message would get automatically deleted. So if that's the case, if they're transposing the system from on people who are under 18 before, who have it listed on their account, to people who the AI determines it, then that would basically mean that, well, not only will you not get ads served to you that are based on your interests, which I guess is good or bad depending on how you look at it, that will also mean that there's a lot more restrictions on what you can say. There's more restrictions on what you can say and what people can say back to you, for example. But the only way you can actually get rid of it is with an ID, right? Which is what makes this dangerous. Alright. Let me read the next thread. Hi everyone, we've been hearing some concerns, wanted to address some of the most common questions. We put together a list of frequently asked questions to provide clarity on key details. Will watching specific types of videos such as Pokemon, Minecraft, anime, Roblox, etc. get my account classified as under 18? Answer: Pokemon, Minecraft, anime, and Roblox are for everyone. We understand that users on YouTube have a variety of interests. Our age estimation model does not look at one form of content isolation to determine if an account is under the age of 18. The model assesses many different signals to reach this determination, including but not limited to YouTube activity and longevity across a user's account. It is not focused on a specific genre or type of video. Okay. Is YouTube going to start requiring ID from all its users? No, no one is required to provide their ID to YouTube. If our age estimation model determines you are under 18, you will be notified. If you believe this is incorrect, you have the option to verify your age by submitting a government ID, selfie, or credit card. Users can choose not to submit an ID and continue to use YouTube with standard protections applied to teen accounts. Teenage viewers have access to all of YouTube except age-restricted content, such as content that is excessive violence and nudity. I don't think there's that many people here. Like, my stream, it only has like 0 concurrent viewers apparently. Will YouTube consider how long an account has been active when making an assessment? Yes, longevity of the account is one of the various factors taken into account by the age estimation model when making a determination. Will YouTube think that I'm under 18 if my child watches kids content on my account? Our model uses a variety of signals, and we are confident that these signals help us correctly account for instances of parents or caregivers watching together with kids and make a determination based on the overall data. And is as always in a scenario where our age estimation model has got this wrong, always verify your age by using government issued ID, selfie, or credit card information. Now, using a credit card though, like that might be an issue though. Like what was I about to say? Verifying with a credit card seems very sketchy. Well, it's not seems very sketchy. It is sketchy mainly because if there's a data breach for whatever reason, you kind of lose access to your credit card. Someone can just use your credit card if they figure out about it. Will teens that watch videos still be able to find them? Teenagers will still be able to watch all content on YouTube for your channel except age-restricted content. You can check if your content is age-restricted by going to YouTube Studio. Okay. How does YouTube safeguard teens from through content recommendations? November 2023, we announced the launch of safeguards for content recommendations for teenagers. These safeguards work by limiting repeated recommendations of categories of videos that are innocuous in a single view, but could be problematic if viewed in repetition for some young viewers. These safeguards are applied automatically to all users under 18 on YouTube globally. We worked with our youth advisory committee to identify categories of content these safeguards should be applied to, including idealizing specific fitness levels or body weights, featuring real-world social aggression, non-contact fights and intimidation, portrayal of delinquency or negative behaviors such as cheating on the test, lying for personal benefit, or participating in public pranks and stunts that negatively impact others. Learn more here. Okay. So these are that's the main threads above, and then everything below there is just people commenting. I won't read the comments, but I'll scroll by them so you could pick out one that you guys think is best. This is protect kids. I mean, this doesn't really do anything for kids, though. Like, teenagers are not kids. This situation would be vastly different if the YouTube thing, if YouTube was like basically saying, if you don't give us an ID, we're forcing you to be on YouTube Kids like level. Not okay. You can still use YouTube fully. You just have the restrictions that teen accounts have. Like, those are two vastly different things. The ID part is still troubling. Don't get me wrong. But YouTube Kids, YouTube for teens, and YouTube for adults and YouTube for teenagers are practically the same thing. It's just that you can't watch stuff about war. That's about it. Well, you can't watch stuff about war, and you can't comment social media links. That's the main difference. And there's just other stuff here. AI is nice until you guys is written and trained by humans. Yeah, the identity theft's the main thing. I will say probably that looking at it, the major issue is the ID. Because how is YouTube going to make sure that actually stays safe? Like, if you take a photo and you upload it and then delete it really quickly, right? Like, the company still has access to all that. When I'm sad, someone asks me if I'm okay, I just say yes. I typically don't do that. I try to be honest with people. But I guess like it is a social defense mechanism. So it somewhat makes sense. Why should we have to do this to you and people could track, steal our credit card information? But yeah, that's what they said. I'll pin the thread because I sent it. So where did I send it? Yeah, this one. Okay. Message is pinned, so you guys can go read the thread if you want to. Or not. You don't have to read it if you don't want to. I meant I do want to hang myself, but that's not related to this, so we're good. Okay. But why? That's my main question. But yeah, I feel like, at least with you two trying to verify everything based off an AI and ID, no. Using an AI to determine your age and then having your ID, credit card, or a picture of yourself being used and sent back to YouTube for them to look at, and then either have a data breach for people who weren't supposed to get with, where people who weren't supposed to have your personal information now have it, or them selling your personal information to an AI company that will use that against you or use it to like manipulate you, which they'll probably be able to do easily. That's the main problem I feel with it. But as in general, I feel more the internet's more going to be going like this, where eventually, yeah, you'll still be able to be online without an ID, but if you want to watch, like, I guess, like, I have a good example. Like, if you want to, like, watch war content like me, or have access to a map like this, or you want to go on Twitter, and you want to see, like, this stuff, war, politics, or anything like that. If you want to have, like, advanced information, I don't think you're going to be able to have that in the future. I don't think that will be available in the future. But just generally have access to the internet, I think people will still have that. But if you wanted to have access to more advanced stuff, or things that teenagers shouldn't be looking at, you need an ID, and then there's the risk of like, okay, are people watching me do this? Which, I mean, we already are. They already are, but if you send in an ID, then it wouldn't just be government watching you, which is already happening, but it will be companies watching you, which don't have even less interest for you. Like, Like, that's not a good precedent, you know? But yeah. I guess other stuff I do want to talk about. I mean, one thing I do think, right? Like, at least as an excuse to, like, not necessarily censored in that, although you could say that. I was thinking, like, maybe, like, people were talking online about, maybe it's, maybe the reason, like, YouTube and all these places are invoking ID, like TikTok, Spotify, those are invoking IDs because they lost the narrative. I was thinking, maybe that's partially true. Like, we could talk about Palestine or any other issue, but a lot of things are shadow banned on internet websites. But, I mean, the main thing I probably think about is, yes, probably that. But also, I mean, if it's that, plus you have to remember almost anyone has access to AI now. That, plus everyone's access to AI now, and you have, like, massive wars where things need to be under control because the situation changes so fast and you can't let the enemy get an advantage. This seems to be the way that it makes sense to go this direction, even though morally, depending on how you think about it, it's not right. Yeah, I felt as if I didn't have value and I wanted to leave, but it's okay. Well, value on this channel or value in the Discord server? Just the Discord group that you were in. I'm sorry, I am reading your messages, but I didn't respond to them, though. I'm just reading them. In real life? Oh, okay. I mean, to be fair, in real life, most people don't really... I mean, to be fair, in real life, if you actually think about it, most people don't really have a perceived value. Everyone is valuable, don't get me wrong. Everyone is valuable. Like, you are a statistic, you are valuable. But you don't feel that way. Which is hard, which sucks, and it's hard to get around, really. But people do matter. Like, when people feel like, I think I've pretty much talked about this in, like, in Matt's server, it's like, people's emotions do matter when we're trying to get them to do something. But they also don't matter, if that makes any sense. Like, people's emotions do matter because that makes them do stuff or willing to listen. But people's emotions do not change reality. It just changes what they're willing to do. So you have to comfort people's emotions and also give them reality at the same time, basically. You have to be willing to help people through hard times, is what I'm saying. And that's kind of the thing, like, where I said, where I was talking, where I generally had the idea of, like, I guess I can go on DeviantArt for this, but, like, AI artists, for example. Not even AI artists. I'll expand this out. It's because of the larger problem. It's not just AI artists. If artists want to defeat AI, specifically, right? And I'm not talking like the idea of AI, but I'm talking about AI being used to hurt them financially, and can be used to hurt them physically and mentally, right? That's gonna be very difficult to do for them. Like, we have talks about, oh, AI awareness, so don't use AI generated dub tools, or we get happy, or some people get happy about, oh, YouTube is not monetizing AI. Well, how I'm seeing it is, they didn't monetize it because they want to make more money to keep fueling it, because that's where a lot of money is coming from now. But the reason they're not giving them money is because they don't want to be in a position where they're giving money to people who are using AI where it harms their brand. They don't want to be doing that. Because that makes them look bad. And no one wants to look bad. But in a larger sense, like, they're still training off of, like, I could put Matt Texas channel, for example. This is a good idea. This is a good, like, segue into this. Like, they're a good person, right? But all this content that they post to their channel, like, I'm gonna be, like, completely honest. Almost all of that content, YouTube probably has it in a database somewhere. And some company, whether it be Palantir or whatever AI company you could think of, there's literally hundreds of them. But there's probably several large ones that you could think of off the top of your head. pretty much all of this content that they make, right, is going straight into YouTube servers, which some of this information will have to be sold and the AI will be trained off of this. Like, that is inevitable. Currently. Like, all of this content that you see here, like, they personally made it. They're happy they made it. They worked very hard on all of this. Every single thing here, they worked very hard on all of this. Some AI company probably has access to this due to you selling the data. So all of this information here, all the data, everything here, that's probably being trained in the AI. So then at some point, like when you're just when someone's just casually using it, it will generate something like what she has here, right? The issue, right, if you're trying to fight an AI, is like, okay, if artists don't want, or let's just be in general, if people don't want their stuff trained off AI without consent, they have to fight the idea that a company can just sell your data. Like, that's the first thing that has to be fought for any movement to happen, right? Like, if that isn't something that's addressed, it doesn't matter. Like, the AI is winning 100%. The information has to not be able to be sold easily. Like, if you post something to YouTube or any other website, they should be finable and those who did it arrestable for selling data, right? Or if they do sell your data, they have to not only notify you, but they have to give you compensation if it's used for wrong, right? Is that you and Nenny? Yeah, I think so. I don't know. Good catch. I think so. Tell me if it is. But yeah, all this information. If there's no pushback on like AI, not necessarily AI itself, but data selling, then anything and everything that you post, yeah, an AI will be trained off of it. Like there's no getting around that. Like every video, every voice, like even what I'm saying right now, like you could literally, you can download this. You can go to a YouTube like MP3 converter site. You can get this video. You can get any video I made. You could put it in there. Get the MP3. Find an AI voice cloning site, and you could sound just like me. Like, do you not understand like how fast this is able to happen? Like, you could literally do that, like right now. Any YouTuber that you could think of, if you have a video of them speaking at all, you can literally get an MP3 of the video for free, and then upload it to an AI voice cloning site, put it in the reference audio, and then type words in, and it will sound just like them. Although some of it's paid, some of it has a limited amount of users, you could do that. And if you have it locally, you can do it as many times as your computer will allow you before it catches on fire. Right? Like, all of this stuff here, like, I mean, it's serious stuff, man. Like, cause I watched the war and everything. Like, that's my general take on AI. I'm not against AI as a concept, but using it to harm people or using it to damage people, using it to harm people or take advantage of them is morally incorrect. It has to be stopped. That's the wrong part about using AI. The additional bad part is that right now, even if you're trying to use it ethically, the issue is that the only major way you can really use it ethically at all is just having it locally. Because if you use like a large server, you are in essence supporting slavery or hurting somebody in some way. Like, there's no getting around that. What are you guys handling? Honest question. But yeah, I mean, that's basically how I feel. Like, I've watched, like, it's been like a year. I've watched, like, I've watched wars happen. I watched the Ukrainian army like collapse in many locations. Like I've watched these failures happen. I've watched I've pretty much watched almost everything. Like I don't feel depressed, right? But you feel bad about you feel bad about how things are happening, and then you internalize it, and it's like we could do so much better. Especially like when you had the ideals of victory, like especially like back when we actually took COVID seriously, the ideals of victory and hope that still linger from 2020 and 21, like those ideals, like it's kind of like, no, we can do better. We don't have to like make things happy just to make it happy. Like, no, we can do better and actually be really happy. We can do things. We have hope. We're people. We can do stuff. But if we're gonna do anything, we have to understand what we don't like and how to actually go against it. Like for artists who want to take, like say like jokingly, oh, we should burn AI. How are you actually going to do that? Because a lot of like, if you wanted to like not necessarily damage AI, but you want to make sure like maybe Meta can't do what it's doing right now with it. You wouldn't make art about it per se. The art is necessary to get people to talk about it, but you need to actually learn the coding, the math, or anything else and get into the position where you could stop an AI model from doing X, Y, or Z. And then you have to stop the people who are using the AI to do those terrible things. That's the goal. 2025 sucks. I don't know, guys. I guess it depends on the person. My year hasn't been too bad so far. Like, I mean, I just have like one general complaint, but for me it hasn't been so bad, but like, I understand how you guys are feeling. Well, I don't understand it, but I could try to feel empathy for it, because I do care. But yeah, I mean, yeah, that's basically how it's been going. Actually, are there any topics that you guys had, besides like the YouTube AI thing, that you guys wanted to bring up? Because actually for me, I was kind of thinking like, one thing I was kind of thinking like earlier, because I had this idea for about, I think, roughly about 2 years. I was thinking, I don't think AI is going to replace, like, I don't think AI will replace photographers, people who do art, animators. I don't think it's going to replace them, because you need them to make these generative pattern recognition softwares work. We don't have an actual artificial intelligence that can think for itself yet. When we do, then we won't need them. When we do, then they won't need a photographer. Then it won't need an artist, because it could do it itself. But at the current moment, it needs you to like power it. But one thing I was saying is like, I don't think it will replace artists, but I think with like the growing like chronic health problems of like people in general, you could blame on whatever you want to, like either COVID or bad or food, the environment, plastic, anything. I'm thinking as the average health of the population goes down and like artists are less able to produce art at the rate that companies want or under the current economic system, I was thinking that that like they're replacing themselves, but the AI is not actually better than them. It's just that because in the future there will probably be less artists or less because there will probably be less artists or less animators or less people who do creative work who are actually going to be functionally able to do the work that they like doing fast enough for a corporation, or at the quality of what a corporation wants. What will likely happen is that they will be replaced by AI, but all the work that they've made will be trained off one for a company to use that to replace them in a way. Because the company's going to be like, yeah, we like your art style, but you're too slow, you're too ill. AI doesn't have these problems. We can make an AI that does what you do 20%, 10 to 30% worse than you, but much faster. And if they're thinking about profits, they'll probably do that. And then the artists who have their stuff trained off of, they get sidelined and then they might die or fall by the wayside. That's like a famous I'm trying to remember like what his title was, but a famous Anthony Fauci said about people who got COVID in 2023, like, yeah, the vulnerable will fall by the wayside. They'll just fall off from society. They won't exist anymore. Yeah, there's people still here, but I mean, I don't know. I'm just talking. I don't know if people actually like typing that much, because this is not similar to your streams where it's happy and we're playing games. This is, there's just like a guy talking. We'll listen and then we'll give our thoughts. But we're still here. We'll still watch. But yeah, that was my general idea. There are ways to prevent that, which I like to work on it. That's like part of the reason why I do disease updates, right? Because I want people to protect themselves. Because if you want to fight AI, if you don't like what the current AI is doing, you need to know. Okay, you're gonna need to know the math to do it. Well, not everyone will need to know the math. Not everyone will need to know the math. But you'll need to know how to talk about it. You'll need to know what it is. You just need to be generally informed about it. So you know what it is, how it operates, and then you can actually make a plan to disrupt it or change it for how you want to see fit, right? Like for this YouTube verification, like a lot of people didn't know if their channels were get deleted. Like that's what that's part hysteria, part fear, part hysteria. Like mixed together, people don't know what's actually happening. That's why I said we don't really know what YouTube's going to do. Like they told us in the thread. They told us in the thread here, right? Like they told us exactly, okay, here's how it's going to work. It's going to be similar to YouTube Teams. But we don't know what that but we don't know how they're actually going to enforce that, right? That's the uncertainty. It's not, oh, they'll delete channels, but will I still be able to watch some things that I was watching before? Or will I be able to post YouTube links? Will I be able to get the same ad revenue as I was before? That's the main things that we should be talking about. Because that's the confirmed things in here. Then the unconfirmed information, right? We need to get that confirmed over time. Deconfirm or confirm it. And then make a general conclusion that, okay, users' policies are hurting us. We need to do something about it. Right? From a standpoint where we're informed enough to know like exactly what's happening. I hope that makes sense, right? So, what I would encourage people to do is actually read this thread, think about it, write about it, and then talk about to your audience about what they think about it, and get to some sort of solution about it. Think of a solution. Maybe get onto another platform if you don't want to be on YouTube. Think of something. Do something. Because we can't just like complain about it endlessly. We have to actually do something about it. Besides that, I mean, do you guys want to talk about anything else, or do you guys want me to talk about, I guess, like my personal life or anything else? Because I don't really know what you guys want me to talk about. You guys can say what you want me to talk about, but I don't really know. Boom, 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 boom. I do dislike that YouTube has this community section that's just off to the side. They shouldn't have that there. I feel like for communities, it should be like a large tab that you just click on. You could just scroll through the communities of people that you subscribe to. Hey JM, welcome to the stream. Welcome. What's going on? Well, what is going on with you, rather? We are anticipating YouTube to drop their new policy tomorrow. So, we'll see. Interesting. I like that. Oh, one thing I will say. This isn't related to what I was just talking about. We are looking at, like in the Atlantic, we are looking at like where Aaron's going to go. I'll actually hold on. Let me hide my screen and pull up the NHC page for you guys. This doesn't apply to everyone who I'm speaking to, but for some people it may apply. Nothing much. Really like the AI thing for tomorrow is really stupid. And saying it's stupid implies like they're mentally ill. I think they know what they're doing. They're not stupid. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. I would say it's counterproductive, but they know what they're doing. They're not stupid. But yeah. For Aaron up here, we are trying to like figure out. I need to pull up the cone. Whatever. Yeah, we're trying to figure out like generally where the storm's going to end up, depending on how far south it goes. And they kind of should have done this a long time ago. What do you mean? I don't think they should have started the verification of people using government ID, credit cards, and personal information earlier. I don't think that's how that would have done it. No, that wouldn't make sense. But because I mean now it would make sense because they're forced to do it. But them implementing it earlier, no. Because there wasn't like a government pressuring them to do it at the time. Like it wouldn't have made sense. There would have been no justification. They wouldn't have anything to fall back on. Just going to destroy the internet. I'm trying to think about it because I know literally it won't destroy it because the internet will still be around. But maybe fracture it is better. Say. I think like an anonymous internet. I'll say this: an anonymous internet's probably going to be over. Like within the next decade, you probably won't be able to be anonymous online within the next decade. The internet will probably still exist, but the internet where you're anonymous and where you don't need to where you aren't being like constantly verified to be able to access things, that age of the internet's coming to an end. But the internet itself coming to the end wouldn't make too much sense right now because too much is dependent on it. Too much infrastructure is dependent on the internet. So, the internet itself wouldn't be going down, but changing what's available to people on the internet, yeah, that's coming. Hey, Squirrel5, welcome to the stream. I mean, it's still going to destroy the internet. Still, because some kids want to be YouTubers someday, so I like to still say destroy the internet. The internet's not just YouTube, though. Like, the internet is a field of communication globally. Like, this, like, making ID verifications does not destroy the internet. It fractures it. So it segments people further from each other. And makes it harder for you to access things that people don't want to talk about. It's not going to destroy the internet, like, where you can't communicate with someone on the other side of the planet instantaneously. It's going to make it harder for you to just do stuff in general. That's what I mean. Yeah, this will affect everyone. I'm not saying it won't. It will affect everybody. It definitely will. How much, though, is the question. It definitely will affect everybody. Yeah. I mean, going back to Aaron for a second. We don't know where this is going to be just yet. The further south it goes, the more likely it's going to be close to the islands down here. And then eventually, after that point, we have to see where we'll be by the time we enter next week. For, like, maybe either if it recurves, how far offshore it recurves, or how close, more accurately, how close it gets to land. And then we can make a discussion about that. Not for right now, because I don't have enough information, but in about a week, I will post more about it. Because what they don't know is that literally 90% of people who use YouTube are kids and teenagers. They have data on pretty much everybody. So, I think they know it's definitely not 99%, but it's probably a large percent of their user base is underneath 18. So, they know that. They know that for sure. If I had to guess how many people on YouTube, at least percentage-wise, are actually under the age of 18, I think it's probably at least around 30%, at least. Definitely not 99%. There's a significant amount of adults on here. But in terms of people underneath the age of 18, it's definitely it's definitely at least 30%. Luckily, I look at modding stuff. I mean, I don't really know. I mean, if you were here for when I read the thread, it didn't really say that what you watched in isolation really mattered. It was a combination of things. I am modding my Wii U currently. Is that the ban thing? No, not the ban thing, but YouTube is going to be rolling out slowly their age estimation model to determine your age on YouTube tomorrow in the United States. In the official thread that I linked, they didn't say anything about them banning your channel, but they're going to be imposing the restrictions that teenagers have on their accounts by default already onto anyone who they suspect is under 18. And if you think that their estimation was wrong, you have to verify with ID or a credit card, which is personal information, that if it does get data breached, you're in dire straits. There's not much you can do about that because it's the most important information that you have. Right? Like, you guys can read it. Here, I talked about it about 30 minutes ago. So, you can see how people feel about it, but also the official statement about it. But yeah, it will affect a lot of channels, because a lot of people are under the age of 18. It's just how much it will. So how much in terms of ad revenue goes away, etc. Now, one thing I do wonder, right, is that based on what I do watch, I wonder if they're going to have another system where it's going to be, yeah, you're over 18, but depending on what you watch, you may restrict your access to YouTube because you're watching things that we don't like. That might be something that may come up eventually in the future. So, like, I actually have to mute this. It's already muted. So, I wouldn't say like stuff like this. Actually, let me search it up. I know what I'm talking about. But, like, if you were watching this, right? If you were watching this, then I wonder, eventually, maybe YouTube may do something where you can't watch too many of these videos. Or they may suspect, like, oh, you're watching these videos because of X, so we have to stop you from watching it or risk, like, your account being banned or something. Although this is not like the worst of it. We got like some better ones over here. Like here here in this video they actually explain how they do war. Now if this comes tomorrow, it will affect everybody. It's not that, oh, I think they're coming for everyone. No, it does affect everybody. Like just generally, it does. The question is how much will it do it? Not if it will affect everyone. It will. But will it? But how much is it going to do? I hope I don't lose my hard work channel. You shouldn't lose it. If the thread is anything to go by, you shouldn't lose your channel at all. As soon as it hits August 13th, we're all gonna have to give ID. According to the thread, no. What they're saying is you're gonna have YouTube basically. How I say it? You're gonna have YouTube with teen restrictions if they estimate you to be under 18. So you can't watch age-restricted content, but that would also mean some comments that you send with social media words in them. Like if I put Discord. Or like if you put some of these things in here, your message would be automatically deleted, kind of thing. But if it estimates you to be under 18 and you know you're over 18 and you're trying to verify that, oh, I am over 18, I want full access to YouTube, then you'll have to use your ID. That's the main problem. But as a whole, no, you're going to be giving a YouTube what am I talking about? A YouTube teenager experience, but if you're estimated underneath the age of 18. But if you're not under the age of 18 and you know that, then to get age-restricted content back, then you have to verify with the ID or a selfie or a credit card that some agent has to look at, and you have to hope that there's no data breach. Like, I've had an under 18 account for YouTube before. It's basically just YouTube where you could comment, but they have a thing where it tells you, hey, you're sleeping. Hey, you should sleep now. You should sleep. You should go to bed. You've been watching too many YouTube videos today. Something like that. I might as well leave YouTube if they think I'm under 18. Are you guys saying same to what Jero said, or are you guys saying same to what Fluctuate said? But yeah. I mean, it just basically means you can't watch stuff like I'm watching right now. But that also does hurt your channel, because then you won't be able to have, like, links to your other social media if you have them. Right? Like, you can't do it. But, like, stuff like this, you won't be able to watch that.
The capabilities of 3, but add on with a thermal camera. It has a thermal camera to identify and find targets kilometers away using their thermal signature. We can see their bodies heat up. We can see the steam rising from their bunkers where they're cooking coffee.
Yeah, like this, they'll probably, like, you probably won't be able to see that. But anything else, you probably could. I do think it will impact monetization because you're not going to get personalized ads. So that means less ad revenue for you if you run it using YouTube. So, I mean, that means less money if you are a YouTuber. I might not be able to see TV streams then again if he streams again. What, is there like an age restriction on his channel or something? He's talking about Splatoon side order, rather. That's what he's talking about. But I mean, this is more of a step in like where I think it's going. Like, I mean, that's kind of like the thing in 2022 where most people didn't mask. Like now, like they're trying to get mask bans passed, but like people not wearing masks helps build these AI facial recognition software to track people. So, I mean, that's kind of the plan. Not gonna lie. GB was in my stream earlier. It's please, yeah, about the Wii U. Okay. You guys talk about a lot of different things. I'll leave. Hold on. If I leave YouTube due to restrictions, I'll miss everything. I mean, it's kind of difficult to leave YouTube though, because this basically is, well, it's not the internet. That would be me lying, but a lot of stuff is on here. I don't watch any of that, guys. I don't watch any of that. I don't watch that much entertainment. Like, yes, I play, yes, I do play video games, but I don't watch them. So, if that's interesting to you, I don't watch them. Yeah, like my feed is like pretty much dead. no one talks on my posts anymore. I do. Well, no, I'm trying to find like that. I'm trying to go down here. I'm trying to find the music, not the music. The large list of music tracks I have, and just not ones that I made, but ones I like listening to, if I can find it. Which is kind of difficult for whatever reason. I simply can't find things. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. There we go. Yeah, but I listen to a lot of... I just have music running in the background. I'll share... I can't share this playlist right now, can I? I want to share the playlist to you guys, but I don't think it's allowing me to. There we go. I can share it. But usually I don't really listen to anything that's funny related. I just I in general just basically look at either political things, or I look at, I say generally things I think are important. I don't typically look at anything that's fun to you guys. I don't know. My playlist is just a bunch of like different songs. I don't know if you guys will actually like it. That's German spell, so I don't know if you understand. I mean, if Don was here, they'd know German. They speak German. That is their first language, so should probably be able to explain to us. Yeah, I mean, we basically talked about the YouTube thing. You guys got the thread. You guys have the thread, rather. So you guys have all the information you guys need. Right? So, that's good. I've listened to a little bit of Mario Kart World. Not too much. Some of the I have one of the tracks downloaded. Not all of them, but maybe eventually. The main thing I usually watch every day is just Ukraine. Well, the main thing. Well, one thing I do know I watch every day now is the Ukraine war, just like to get a video, like a video update in the morning usually. But other than that, it's usually either other political things or it's music that's just in the background. I don't usually watch other people play games. This is probably why there's no people here. Yeah, bro. Every day, bro. Every day, bro. Every day. Every day now. Dude, that's like literally what most of my field is. Most of my feed is. So, I mean, if I get flagged as under 18, so under 18, I don't know if that's going to be gone from my feed or not. No, I did not. I could look that up, though. Dude, I literally had 2 exams yesterday. Because I was taking a Calculus 2 exam in the morning. And then I took a Physics 2 exam later at 6 o'clock. My birthday was literally yesterday. And I had to take 2 exams. Like, it's not my birthday anymore, but I'm 19 now. I know about those ones, yeah. I know about those ones, yeah. I need to get more updates on them, but it is distracting. It is distracting from like what I have to do. I do like watching it, but it's distracting. For sure. The only thing, like, at least for this chat, is like you could talk about pretty much anything, just don't you could talk about pretty much almost anything, just don't promote any don't promote a terrorist organization or anything like that. Don't be discriminatory. Don't put scam websites on here. Like, please actually know what you're posting in chat. But other than that, there's not that many rules. Oh, and also don't post well, you could post your own personal information, but don't post it of others if they don't want to. They diverted to talking about political issues. So I mentioned Ukraine, so then we talked about Russia-Ukraine would fluctuate, and then we pivoted to World War I. So we're just talking about pretty much anything now. But yeah, that's basically what I do in most of my free time. Right now, I'm not really sure what to do. To be honest, my channel is like kind of dead. I'm not even gonna lie. But we're just like talking about anything. It's been like, I think the last time I uploaded was, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe the last time I posted a video or anything was July 10th, I think. So it's been about a month since I've made any content on this channel. Which, I mean, I guess it's good to be back, you know? But the channel's kind of like died off. I will boot up probably a game now. I'll actually probably show you like the new game I was having fun with. Actually. So, let me boot up Infinity Kingdom. This is a game I found. And I'm actually quite enjoying it now. So give me a second. Alright. Okay, I have audio input capture on. I'm gotta go to desktop games, and I gotta go to game capture, and I gotta capture, dude, where's Infinity Kingdom? There we go. Alright, there we go. I've been playing this game. I've been playing this game, recently. You know, there's actually, like, a scam, right? And I got people to play games like this. Funny story, a robot actually told me to play this game. So I got scammed into playing it. But it's actually a really fun game. I won't lie. It's actually really cool. I like playing it. I'll boost up my audio. I don't know if you guys can actually hear the game though. Seems you guys can. But yeah, I was playing this game. Oh my lord, guys. Stop attacking me, please. Stop attacking me. I didn't do anything wrong, man. Yo, now I'm not alive because those guys kicked me out, bro. I've been getting attacked almost every day now. But I like this game, though. I'll probably play on the channel more. But I like what I have so far. Some of the animations are actually pretty cool too. Although, I don't think it's this one. I like Hannibal's one. I like this one. Having a good time playing this game. It's a lot of microtransactions though. Not the biggest fan of that. I think my dragon will take like another few hours. Yeah, it's gonna take like 12 hours to upgrade him. Alright. I started playing this game about I think about a month ago. But then I took a break. Because I had to do schoolwork. Holy lord. These guys keep attacking me. Right, get my soldiers back. It's another day. Alright guys. I need more of you. I don't know how many of my troops died, but I need more to the front. I do like the animations though. The animations are quite good. Like I like the stance that this guy has. He's just so happy. I like this one better though. There's this one. I can't wait to get here. Can't wait to be invincible. Oh yeah, I started playing this game recently.
The higher your castle's level, the more
I wonder what happens when you eat a magnet. It depends. You're not a magnetic material, but if there's something metal that you did eat, it will stick to it. Oh, something I didn't mention. A magnet generates a magnetic field which actually affects the electricity that passes around you. So, if you do have an electron, technically, if you eat a magnet, you now have a magnetic field. So technically, electricity could be attracted to you depending on how things go. Although the magnet effect is usually not super strong. Oh, another animation I do like. I think I have this guy. Isongi. I like this one. I'm definitely either gonna make a lightning. I think I'm probably gonna make either a lightning or a fire 4th team. But I can switch it around anytime. You wouldn't get food poisoning from. I don't think you should get food poisoning from a magnet. Obviously, it's not supposed to be there, so you'd have a reaction to get it out. But it's not like you eat. It's not like you're eating raw food where you're getting in a pathogen that makes your immune system act up. I keep getting attacked by random guys. I hate this. That's not a prediction. You know that you want to do it. Why does level 30 guys keep attacking me? See if your powers work. Like work to start a stream? I'm confused. Wait, can people actually hear me? I think they should. I don't know. Yeah, people should hear me. I need... Well, oh wait, these guys lost a lot of troops, didn't they? Seems to be. I gotta get these guys upgraded, unfortunately. I do have dragons, if people like those. And I have about 5 dragons actually. I'm trying to get my wind dragon up. Well, I feel like this guy actually this dragon actually represents me pretty well. One thing I do need to do, I need to buff his abilities. See you, Jero.
To be feared.
You can appoint mortal. Biceps are getting more and more defined.
There's this new section, but I never really used it. To be fair. One bad thing that I got kicked out of that clan. Now I have to actually buy builders now. I don't want to have to buy them, but I do. Which sucks, but I'll have to manage. Luckily, I already had one in storage, so this actually is not that bad. Keep learning how to defend, guys. I'm gonna need more defenses because these dudes keep I keep getting attacked, so I need more defenses. I don't have enough manufacturing though. Like that's kind of that's a major issue. I wish I did, but I have to wait for my manufacturing to be complete because I have higher tech builds now, so I can't just ask for help for everything. I'm trying to upgrade the rest of my farms because I need high what do I need? I'm going to need a high resource production because if I don't have high resource production, I won't be able to do the heavy research required to advance any further. So that's one major dilemma I am running into at the moment.
守护我们的领土。
AU444Y? I think you meant A. What's happening? Hold on. I mean, I could join. I'd have to set up, but I could join.
守护我们的领土。
Yeah, I'll attack this last guy and then I could probably switch over.
守护我们的领土。
There we go. Because I could always log on to this later. This is a real-time strategy game. Okay, I have to set up this game for the first time in like weeks. I do not play video games that often. I haven't really been thinking about playing this game, to be honest. I gotta update my system. Okay. Yeah, alright. I need my remote now, but that shouldn't be too hard to get. I still gotta get this switch online. To be fair, I gotta eat something too, but I guess I can wait. Well, it doesn't usually matter if I stream this game or not. Oh, my TV is off. That's right. It doesn't usually matter if I stream this game or not. People aren't like watching anyway. Some people watch, but still, it's not that many people. I forgot about this. I didn't log on after this. We know who won. It's Team C or something like that. The fact that Team C won this is crazy. Well, it's not anything crazy, but it's out the ordinary because Fry typically loses all the time. If only I could skip this. Oh, hold on. It's not enabled? Okay. HDMI 1. Welcome back, Jaden. Welcome back. I believe I had an exam, that's why I wasn't playing that much. I think that's why, if I remember correctly. Swimming and being faster might be a little bit better, just so I can get away from people. What I'll first do is, I mean, I could probably play ranked if I want to, but yeah, this, I don't know. For me personally, there's usually not too much of an incentive to stream now because of the amount of views that come in. Like, that's one thing I probably should have talked about. I have more incentive to actually make videos. Hi Don, welcome to stream. Honestly, I don't even know why I'm streaming this game. It doesn't usually make a difference if I'm streaming or not streaming this game. Ugh. You're back on top 500? How long did it take to get back to it? Two months is a long time, man. Yikes. Ah. There's still time you can run for it, but that's if you think it's realistic or not. There's not enough time. No, wait, what are we even doing? Do we know what we're doing or no? No, honestly, I don't know what to do. I mean, I have like about 3 more weeks of what? I have about like 3 more weeks of summer stuff. Not really 3 more weeks of summer. That's an inaccuracy. 3 more weeks of weather that feels like summer, and like about 3 weeks. And about 3 weeks before I have my fall semester, which I'll be looking for scholarships for. I don't know. I just turned on the game because you said to do so. I don't usually do private battles. So I don't know. I don't know. People seem to be having fun. I just don't know what to do personally. The Clippy PFP means you're protesting what YouTube and the government's doing? Wait, there's a Clippy PFP? Oh, that. Oh, okay. What is going on when I check the internet? What's going on? I don't think people know, like, what people are actually doing unless people tell them. Which people might not tell them because they're busy doing something. Which is totally fair. I don't know. I remember I was texting Daisy because I know their dogs died. 2 of their puppies died. And I said, like, I know it's hard for you, right? But people do have time that they need to get all of their stuff done. That doesn't mean they're leaving you if they come back to talk to you later. They just can't talk to you right now. And they couldn't handle that. And I had exams that I had to do, right? And apparently they still couldn't handle it even yesterday. Like, I literally told them, hey, I have the exams today, so I won't talk much, but around 10 p.m. I should be able to talk to you more. And they didn't like it, and they did the same things that I told them not to do. Like, I told them, don't call for a reason, because, like, that's not gonna do anything. If I'm not seeing my phone to call, it's not gonna do anything. So I mean, they haven't said anything today. I think their phone might have gotten taken away from them, but I just hope, like, they realize, like, people do have other stuff to do, right? Like, if a person is willing to talk to you pretty much every day, like when you respond, or gets back to you within that day, that's not them leaving you. Like, people have stuff that they have to do. And it's important to realize that you cannot monopolize, not even that you're trying to monopolize, that you can't have all the time the other person has. And also, right, it's not that you can't have all the time the other person has, it's that people have times when they can't respond. Like, there will always be a time when I can't do something because I have something else at the moment that I have to do. But that doesn't mean I can't respond to you later. And I do respond to them later, but I don't get it. I don't know. I gotta correct that in them, because they shouldn't do that to someone, because I know that because some people are autistic, right? I know people will naturally hate them. So I have to find a way to get rid of that behavior in them before, like, they get seriously hurt physically, because I know that's going to happen. That's what my past few days have been like. I feel bad that their dog died, but I also feel like they shouldn't be using that as the way to say, you should be talking to me when I also have important things I have to do. As that is not right, because that doesn't consider the other person also has stuff to do. And also, that also makes you realize that people are not always the right people to grieve to. Because I don't really understand grief that well, because I can't relate to it. So I have to, so although I feel bad for people, I can't really relate to it, so I can't really help them with it, even though I want to. So that's something I have to keep in mind. I thought Jiro was supposed to be playing Splatoon 3 and not Monster Hunter, but I guess you're allowed to play other video games. I need people to read the actual thread, man. Please read the actual thread, guys. I'm like, please read it. I swear. This is the one of the most important things I will always say. Like, there has to be literacy. Like, read the thing. Still be upset about it, but read the thing to actually know what's happening. Because we can't just throw around like, oh, your channel will be deleted, because that does more harm than good at this point. Wait, I literally have it like pinned in my chat. Let me get it. Like, it's literally right there. Yeah. Guys, read the thread. That doesn't mean what they said will happen. It just means read the thread just to get an idea of what's happening. Dude, I think like the inside of my ear, I gotta check it sometimes. No, I mean like literally do post the link though. Oh wait, you're talking to Dawn, never mind. But yeah, I post the actual support link so people can read it. Because it doesn't say anything about deleting channels. I could post it though, I have it linked. My ear. Alright. Where's my book bag? I need that. Yeah, some people are not as talkative as others. It depends on what mood they're in. Like, I do try to respond to people as quickly as they send a message, but not everyone is like that. Some people need time for themselves. My ears. I don't know if I'm actually able to post links, but I'll try. No, the Okay, it's another day. Alright. Alright, there we go. Ugh. Alright, Drew, you're doing well up there. I think we win. I'll keep an eye out just in case. One thing I dislike about machines is just the hitbox. Just sometimes it's inconsistent. But I think that's fair. Nah, this channel probably won't go anywhere unless it gets deleted, probably. But even if the channel does get deleted, guys, we have another channel. We'll be fine. We'll make infinite channels. In case it does get deleted. Because I'm not going to delete my own channel. I'm never going to do that. I don't know if YouTube has a feature that hides your channel, bro. I need to check that. I need to check if there is one. Oh, that's huge, bro. That's huge. It's huge. China banning their large big tech companies from buying Nvidia chips is big. Oh, I don't think it's just AI. It's more. It's like, it's a security concern, but also security concern, fighting over AI, and a monetary concern. Like, we should support local businesses, but we also shouldn't be giving those Americans any money because they're trying to destroy us. It gets more interesting every day. Wait, it's literally a 2v1. Wait, Joe, you switched to carbon? Why did you switch to carbon? You were running Flingza before. Like, you were actually doing so good. Flingza. You trying to shark there is not a bad decision, though. I will admit, that's not a bad decision. You just gotta make sure that you get people before they come around the corner. Yeah, I mean, there's not too many mods over there. Wait, I don't have Discord open. Give me a second. Wait, Don, I don't know if you're still here, but what do you think about the YouTube changes? Reply when you get a chance. Because I know you're playing right now. Wait, blaster? Okay. Ooh. Please grab it. I'll break it. Jero, how'd you mess that up, bro? If I was a little bit more competent, I would have got that. How'd you mess that up, bro? Oh, that's funny. I actually throw Booyah up where you are, just to help me out. I got it to 10, which is not bad. I think I rolled too late though. The lag hits kind of hard. Boom, boom, boom. Actually, I'm gonna get side paint because side paint is very useful. There we go. Oh my, why did I fall off? Wait, where is Jero actually? I have no aim. There we go, you can get it. Okay. Alright, we'll see how this goes. The main factor, at least for getting getting monetization is, I would say, I just need watch time. Okay, let's get it. We should be able to win. It's a paint game, but it shouldn't matter too much. Okay, you have top, I need bottom. I see you, man. Alright, I got one. No, I know where they are. Jero, dude. I could literally just do that. I don't have to go over there. I'm out of ink. That's terrible. No, do not paint the base, bro. Do not paint it. Okay, wait. Come on. You're good. No, don't look like that. Oh yeah. Got it. No. Come on. I need to get out of this pocket. Good. There we go. That should be enough. Alright, got it. You were AFK half the time? How is that possible? No, all I had to do was just shoot over the wall and bro was countered completely. Hold on. I have to check OBS chat because YouTube chat's blocked on my phone. Hello, I'm on your channel for a change. Hey Josh, welcome to my channel. What's going on? You should have help, so it'll be alright. But what mode is this? Let's try 4. It's 7:23 p.m. currently, and about an hour and 3 minutes I'll probably eat and turn on the AC for myself. They say they'd be surprised if they won. I'm not too sure about that. You guys are missing a person. You guys are missing a person. You guys are missing a person. Okay. I'll kind of watch what's going on, and then I'll jump in if needed. Actually, wait, hold on. Great. That's actually very good. Unfortunately, I fell off. You're dead. Sure. Got it. Oh, what is happening in mid? I'm making sure we have drop spaces into mid. Alright, I'm just doing what we do best, spawn camping people. While you guys get that all mop up the paint situation. I have to stay up here, bro. Okay, you guys got it. I need to get the fizzy over the wall. Just to get that extra paint advantage. That's not the place we want to throw them to. That's the place we want to get them. Alright. Okay, they're doing amazing back there. All I have to do is just keep painting. Just to make it look better. Okay, got it. Imagine getting spawn camped. No, but that actually happens a lot, though. Getting spawn camped happens a lot when your team doesn't have the forces or it doesn't have the skill gap. We have the skill over them, so that wasn't fair. Alright. Good game, Jero. I agree. Oh wait, Flux is also live. You gotta make sure to get it like 2. Okay, using the map to know where to paint is ideal. Okay, you guys got all of them in one swoop. That's actually quite amazing. Alright. Smooth it out. Oh wait, I know you're there. I know you're going to drop. I actually want them to drop on us though. I think that's kind of crucial. You want them to drop, and you want them to try and get behind. Need to get as many advantages as possible. No, you can. Wait, are you actually saying like you can't aim period because of your controller, or just figuratively? Okay, I'm dead now. We need to not, okay, there we go. Now that she's down, we have our corridor back together. Oh. So now that we have this controlled still, the goal is to keep them. The goal is actually to keep them off of here. Which I should have squidrilled back, not forward. Up to you. Just clean up the enemy control here. And then we're done. No, you don't suck. I would never use that word. Compared to the people around you, you're not playing... Compared to people around you who have more mechanical skill, you're being outclassed by them, but you don't suck. If you play the game more and have time to practice, you'll be fine. For me? I mean, I played this game... Not this game specifically. But I grinded to get to X rank in Splatoon 2, that was my main focus. So that's how I got good. By playing the game a lot and looking online for resources on how to get better. That's how I did it. You don't have to follow the same path, but that's how I did it. If that helps you make you feel better. I don't know if Jiro's reading this chat. He might be. But he hasn't said anything. He's more in the other chat. Well, when you're fighting me, right, you're aiming down. You're not aiming straight. Like, that's the first thing. You're aiming down, so you can't hit me. You can't hit us anyway. The first step is to shoot straight. Oh, you want me to switch friends with me? Yeah, I can add you. Whoa, wait, hold on. I need to be careful. Behind. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, you guys don't have this side painted at all. It's actually terrible for us that we don't have that painted. That should have been painted a long time ago. But we'll get a more sophisticated paint trail this way. No, you got that. Got it. Got it. You guys gotta, they gotta take the zone. Well, not even take the zone. They have to take physical control of the area around the zone. Trying to get it. But there's not enough of our own paint around, so the enemy can just flank, which is not what we want. We have to make it so we have staying power. But I know they could possibly drop here. Come on, bro. There you go. Also, if you want my friend could here. What rank am I? I have access to X Battle, if that says anything, but my highest X rank power was about 2,400 in Clanlets. So, pretty decent, but I can do a lot better. Tower. No. I want clams, but I have a feeling we're not going to do it. Wait, final grids are posted. Really? Yeah! No! But also, yeah. That's actually really good. Wait, I got the highest grade in the class! Holy shit. That's not what I wanted, but I got the highest grade in class. Hell yeah! Yes, sir. Alright. Well, StormCoder, that's there where I'm getting killed by. Yeah, it's more of a it's a skill difference, but it's okay. It's a skill difference, but it's okay. Oh yeah, we're happy now. Oh, I apologize. I'm just very happy about that. I'm sorry. Okay, I have to get out of here. We are going to get... Well, we're not going to get rolled over, but we just have to be careful. Careful where you guys are jumping to. No. Sit down. Come on, Gerald. You're not gonna get me with that, bro. Okay, wait. He's trying to go that way. I don't have the ink right now. Okay. We need to slow walk it. Just slow walk this. Slow walk this offensive. No. If we're not careful, we're not getting this. Oh yeah, we got it now. Josh, throw it when they start respawning. Oh, I see you. People come from below. I got it. No, Josh, back up, bro, back up, dude. There you go. We can try to retake it. We're actually still in the lead, actually. So we're actually doing quite well. Wait, hold on. Aim at the floor, aim at the floor, aim at the floor. No, don't jump. Stop jumping. This is crucial. Don't jump. Don't jump. Jump only when it's safe. Don't jump directly to the front. Actually, hold on. If the tower keeps moving this way, actually in fantastic position. No. Wait, hold on. No. Get the guy on the bottom. There we go. We have to keep them dead. That's the main thing. If they stay dead, we're good. 'Cause that's all that matters. We don't need to push any further. We're already winning. We just need to keep them away from our important areas, which is basically everything right now. Okay, I'm gonna take high ground on them. Oh, I know who's underneath. No. Come on, hold it. Wait, no. There we go. I got Jero. If we can push this any further, we're in a good spot. Oh, there we go. Play safe when needed. Play safe. I'm gonna hit there. Oh, well. Underneath you, underneath. I got you. Got it! Easy, bro. Farm. Farm this. Farm it. There we go. Sweet victory. Oh wait, I popped off at the end there. Very good. I was just quit partying on tower. Really? That is that's actually pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. We had a fun, right? I know you fist bumped me. I just didn't know you were on tower. My best mode is on recon mode? No. Wait, what? Is that a little... I don't know what that is on my desk. I'm actually so happy, though. This is not a 90, is it? It's an 88. That's actually pretty nice. Wow. So, yeah, right around where I expected. Most likely would have been B plus. Yeah, I was right. Most likely would have been A, B plus, and B. Not the best I could have done. Could have done way better. But I feel happy about that. Okay, wait. No. I need to be careful. I need to be careful when Jiro's moving. Because if I'm aware of where Jiro is at a given time, I can basically crush him. Because it's possible to do that. Okay, I died. You're off here. Why are you there? There we go. Oh, it's like a 1v3, so I guess it's alright. Come on, got it. There's multiple ways around this. No. I have to be careful of that, but it's alright. I had no ink, so I'm pretty much down. That was a failure on my end. Come on. If I shot up, I would have got him, but that's my fault. So I need to paint this up. I didn't hit him at all. You will be chilling? Alright. I guess that's okay. No. I'm not gonna be able to close that in time. Well, I don't have to close it in time, actually. I don't have to close it in time because the game doesn't end. No, it's okay. It's just gonna make this game a lot harder for me, but I guess it's alright. Alright. But I guess it's alright. I need to get paint first. That's the main thing. Once I get paint, then this will be way easier. Hold on. I need a smoke screen just so I can get the hits. There we go. Like that. Because I don't want like a bunch of enemy ink in my spawn that I have to worry about, so need to be careful of that. Okay, that actually hurts me a lot, bro. Okay. Okay, good. Actually, that's a massive hope. It's massive. massive hope. I didn't know there was one with Zipcaster. Although you're using normal charger. I think there is a Squiffer with Zipcaster, right? Or am I misinterpreting what's actually happening? What's actually in the game, rather. I don't think I have, but maybe I have. I don't know. I mean, I don't mind that. The blaster getting me is fine. I just have to be careful in general about what's happening. Falling off is not what you want. Because I need to stay on the ground. If I don't stay on the ground... Is that accurate? If I don't stay on the ground, right, then my weapon's going to take longer to fire. Okay, and then I could chase her away to get my space back. Which I can then use. To get you, and then you can jump back, only for me to spawn camp, bro. Only for me to move around. And then it's just about alright. I want to do an actual Flamblitz game in a match, but it's okay. Okay, Josh. All right. Well, let's see what happens, right? Boom, boom. Bye, Josh. Boom, boom. All right. Oh, an X-String player. Nice. This should be fun. Not sure who it is, but it should be fun. Actually, I don't know why I just moved there. Like that. Uh-oh. I don't know why that's not painting, but there we go. Oh, okay. I should probably have like, not been there. That's a very good hit, though. Oh, I think the X-String player is the charger. So. Oh, we'll see. No. No. I have to be careful because this guy's gonna have a Kraken. So if I don't jump on him properly, then it's pretty much over for me. But I gotta get him back. They don't have a Kraken now, though. That's the important part. Got it. I need a jump, like now. Okay, we're good. We won. Okay. Not bad. Okay. It's yet again that time of the year, right? There we go. That's what we needed. Actually, you don't want to move further from the tower. I need hitting you is fine. No, you don't. No, don't do that. Never do that. Dude, I know where you are, man. Why are they down here? Like, honestly, no, like, why are they down here? Like, honestly, like, why are they down there? They should not be down there for any reason. Just zero reason to be down there when a tower is, up on the hill. Like, don't do that, please. Okay. There's a distinct lack of people. Oh, recycling has to go out. That's right. I need to take it out. It's getting darker earlier. Yeah, 82.7. That's better than the first class. Huh. No. After this, airtime is very slow. Air in comparison to water to land, water travel is very slow. Lost some momentum. I got it. There we go. Alright. Well, I'm going to probably end stream now and do the stuff I have to do. Alright. Hopefully you guys enjoyed stream. It's time for me to end. It's been a while.